Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Jordan on my channel. It's just Jordan. Today we're going to be talking about winter a little more. I've been showing you guys the new stuff that I've been getting in, but now it's time to talk about the important stuff. We have to talk about what you absolutely need for winter. Now I know like a ton of people have done like these winter essentials videos. I mean, they're pretty common, so you know, I'm making this without watching other ones so that way I can literally give you what exactly is in my own mind. That way we can hopefully maybe get some different perspectives, you know, because YouTube is a giant place, so there are a lot of perspectives. But I will say it's not a bad thing if you see something that is similar in multiple videos, because this is winter essentials, so that must mean it's super essential, you know, if more people are saying that. So it depends how you look at it. So first let's start off with a little OOTD, because I feel like I look cute, and I'll link everything that I have on in the description box, because I really need to start doing that. Had people complain, so we're gonna link. Okay, this first thing is like this gray cropped blazer. It's really cute and I like how structured it is. Then I just have this gray soft long sleeve turtleneck underneath, and my fave IAMGIA white pants with the strings that like literally drag the floor. I would show you my feet, but we're just doing house shoes today. Also, we do have some jewelry going on. I decided to go with gold today to match my new, hold on, wait. Let me back up so y'all can get the full perspective. Do y'all see her? Do y'all see her? So what you're looking at now is my new luxury timepiece. It is such a classic. Has diamonds on the face of it, and it is decked out in Swarovski crystals, and also it has a little matching bangle. Now I will say my wrists are on the tiny side, so it is a little big on me, and I'm probably gonna have to go get a link taken out of my watch. But the combination of it together is just absolutely so cute. I usually don't wear gold jewelry. Ooh, I usually don't wear gold jewelry, but I definitely can do it when there are diamonds involved, because it really goes well with my outfits. I chose this one because it was like kind of a more subtle diamond. My outfits are really like too like stand out to go with like a full diamond face. So I chose something that had like a light bling, which I thought was super duper cute. It's so nice. It definitely just adds the luxe look to like all of my outfits. So shout out to JBW for sending this over to me. I really appreciate it. It also just comes in such like a nice storage box that you can just set on your desk or your dresser or wherever, which I probably will end up using for like a decor piece and keep it open so I can look at my sparkly watch. You can use a link in my description box, and you can also use my code, all caps, Jordan, JBW, all together, for some extra money off. Alright, I hope you guys like the outfit. You know, I always, you know, try to serve you a little something. So yeah, that's the fit. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, first things first, this is probably my top favorite thing for fall and winter. You can really use this like year round, but definitely cop this for winter. If you have not gotten one yet, I promise you will not regret it. And that is the trench coat. So I feel like the trench coat is such an underrated piece. I really feel like everyone could use a trench coat. So I know for some people they may find them a little bit dramatic, and it all just comes down to how you style them. They can be styled up, they can be styled down. Regardless, they are so chic. I personally recommend, if you're going to do the trench coat look, you definitely should go for the tan one. It's very versatile. It looks good with really all colors. Even if you're that person that likes to wear like a lot of black, if you're that girl that likes to wear a lot of white creams, it's going to look good regardless. Trench coats, big essential in my book. Okay, next up on the list, this is something that I just incorporated into my wardrobe, but it's also something that I have realized is now an essential in my life for winter, and that is the balaclava. You guys have heard me harping on the balaclava because honestly it's like my new favorite thing that I found to wear for myself. As I mentioned before, it's definitely a big thing in like hip-hop culture, but I think they're really great for winter because it's basically like a detached hoodie if you don't have a hood attached to what you are wearing, but it's even better than a hoodie because it actually goes around your face. And to be honest, they're very high fashion, very stylish. You put on some sunglasses with it, you're just gonna look like that girl. You're gonna look like that styling girl, okay? Like, trust me. I mean, if you do it right. But if you style this right in like a monochromatic fashion, that would look absolutely so good. I will be in a cold climate by the time you see this right now at the moment. So make sure to check out my social media to come with me. I will definitely need this right about now. Yeah, y'all are gonna see a lot of this thing right here, so get used to it whether you like it or not. Balaclavas, I feel like, should stay. They make sense, you know? Oh, also, I will have this one, and I have a tan version. I'll have it linked in the description box along with everything else. Even if I have something that's, you know, one of one or not sold anymore, I'll try to find like the best option otherwise. Check out the description box for links to everything. Okay, next up on my winter essentials list, I chose the combat boot. I just noticed that I wear these so often when it comes to winter, and that's just because when you get to winter time, a lot of your shoes you just stop wearing because A, they're uncomfortable, B, they make you cold, C, etc. You know, I appreciate my combat boots so much when it is winter because they are higher and I can layer them with like a very fuzzy or chunky or warm sock. And so even though they are still sleek and stylish, they are keeping me warm. You always could go for like something like an Ugg boot. And I think Uggs can be dressed cute, but if you're gonna want to be polished, look stylish, you're always gonna want to go for a combat boot as the other option if you're not gonna go with snow boots. These were actually very affordable, and I wear them so often that I'm looking to upgrade them for something like a little more high-end. I'm just really struggling trying to find something that's not super saturated, but these are really cute. They did me really well, and I highly recommend a great combat boot for your winter style. Next up, this staple is just a Jordan staple, okay? If you're a regular on this channel, you probably know what I'm going to say. I talk about this all the time, the leather jacket. I would not be me if I did not have a leather jacket in my life. Now, when I say leather jacket, you do not have to go for the long, dramatic leather trench, okay? I'm not gonna lie to you. I cannot tell you how many times I've been called Blade when I wear this. So if you're not into that vibe, there are other options, sweetie. This is my ultimate favorite. I like to have a long version and a short version. So if you're not into the long one, you could always go for the cropped leather jacket. Now, some may not find these super in style right now, but if you ask me, this type of leather jacket is just absolutely timeless when styled right. Like I said, I like to have multiple variations of them because they're a staple in my wardrobe. I think everyone knows if you really want to step, you're going to wear leather, and I think that's just why I like it so much. So I highly recommend having different variations if you are a fan of leather. What would a winter closet be without a chunky scarf? The chunkier the better, if you ask me. If you want to be super duper dramatic, I have this one and a black one that you guys have seen that is super duper chunky. First of all, they're very warm. You can wear them over your mouth like this whenever you're like out and like it's cold, or maybe there's like a lot of wind and you don't want it hitting your face. That's the absolute worst. So I highly recommend these, but don't discount them when it comes to style as well. Even if it's not that cold, which a lot of times where I live it isn't, I will probably still layer a scarf on top of whatever I'm wearing because accessorizing, duh. Whenever you accessorize and add just like that little extra punch, your outfit's always gonna look better. So I definitely say these are an essential. If it isn't so cold outside, you know, you could just throw it over and it can be kind of a meaningless addition to your outfit, but you look cute. So is it really meaningless? I think not. Okay, so we've talked about a lot of base type things. These are things that you're going to have in your closet, you know, if you're probably a regular person. So let's talk about something that if you are extra like me, you're going to need in your winter wardrobe. So for us, this is an essential. If you're a minimalist, this is probably not an essential for you, but if you're not, we are rocking with the fur jackets, okay? Faux fur. It honestly is very lightweight. It's not really that warm, but of course there are options. You definitely could get a vintage one if you're looking for warmth. Those are super heavy. They are real fur. They're gonna keep you warm. I'm actually on the hunt for like a really nice one right now. For now, just for looks and vibes alone, this one does me very well. I even went as far this year to cop kind of more like a cardigan look. So instead of like a full fur piece, this one just has like the fur trim, which definitely brings the drama. Don't mind the tag on it. I don't know why I don't take this tag off. I promise you I'm not returning it. It's just, she's just there. But this one is very heavy and cozy as well, but not as much of the fur look as the last jacket. Between the fur and the leather, if you are going somewhere kind of more important in the winter time, like, and you trying to really step, you will really be good with either one of those. So if you go like nicer places, definitely consider the leather or the fur. So next up on my winter essentials list is the two-piece set. There are different variations of two-piece sets, and I will say I typically do not gravitate towards two-piece sets. Whenever it comes to fashion, I like a challenge, and I feel like two-piece sets aren't challenging enough for me. I don't know why I'm that way, okay? But during the winter, you know, those super duper cold days where you gotta go run errands and you still wanna look presentable, you still wanna look cute, two-piece sets are heaven sent. You're not trying to sit there and put together a fit, but you also want to be cozy and look nice. Two-piece sets are gonna do it for you every time, especially if you're a girl that does not like to style like ever. Two-piece sets. So for this, for instance, I have a sweater like knit type of two-piece set. I was just really trying to incorporate some more cozy, soft vibes into my closet because we know I don't have that much of that, but I'm working on it, okay? You do not have to go for the knit look. You always could go for like a two-piece jogger set. Just try and find like a really nice one. Be willing to invest in one that is like nice and crisp and just well tailored. You can really layer any of the jackets that I named thus far with something like this, and it's gonna be a vibe. Okay, next on my list we have another variation of a jacket, and that is this jacket right here. It is more of like a suit, like polished, tailored type of jacket. So we're not going like as edgy as the leather jacket or as effortless as the trench coat, which I still feel like the trench coat and this jacket can do kind of the same job. But when it comes to like the tailored nice jacket, this is for my girls, like my working girls. This one's gonna polish you up every time, okay? So this is a really good jacket. Like if you go to church, you can wear it on Sunday. If you're going to work and you work in like corporate and office type setting, this jacket is just gonna look very nice every single time. It's more of like the pea coat silhouette, and I really like the color and the print. There's so many different variations you can do of this, so really just go with your best preference. I really like this one because it's like a charcoal gray and it has a little bit of a print and texture to it, so I just find it more interesting because, you know, even though I'm like dressing all smart, y'all know I still have to serve a little bit of interest, and that is why I went with this particular one. So I kind of saved this one for later because I feel like this is probably the most important jacket you will have in winter, and y'all probably been sitting there like, you not gonna talk about the puffer coat?
Are you from New York even? Do you have a big black puffer jacket?
I got y'all, okay? Of course, like why would you not buy a puffer jacket in the winter time? Luckily, there are very many variations of the puffer jacket, and I definitely have dabbled in like all of them. So first we're gonna talk about the cropped leather. First we're gonna talk about the cropped puffer jacket. Right here I just have a very basic nude one. This one's really good for my streetwear type girlies, the girls that like to wear their sneakers all the time. It's just a more like chill vibe type of puffer coat. I'm not going to show all of them because honestly I have quite a few, but besides that one we have the long puffer coat. So these are really for my northern people or my people that are just extra down here. So if you're one of the extra girls, definitely go for a long one, or if it's just super cold. So I recently just got my first one because I never needed one, and I know y'all keep hearing me say this, I'm gonna need it very soon. I know the other one that I showed you guys in my last new in haul is like kind of on the pricey side. So for this one, it's a lot more affordable, but still like very good quality and still very heavy and will keep you warm. This one's more of like a bomber style, but in a long way, and it's got that very trendy padded look. I'm not very into the long puffer coats that are super basic, so I try to find ways to make them like a little more elevated, and I feel like this one, as well as my other one, does a very good job of that. I just love these because if it's cold outside, I can literally just zip it all the way up and just block everything out. One that I just want to mention, because I feel like this is very important, I'm not going to hold them up because they're just not that flattering when I hold them up, okay? Like, we know what they are. In case you don't always remember, tights are definitely an option. I typically just go with the black tights, and they have just come out with like some that are super thick. I think they have like wool in them, but they still look like transparent, so you guys can definitely look into those. But I just have the regular tights because I don't require like super extra ones. What I like to do with those is just add them to like the dresses or the shorts that I probably would wear like early fall, but obviously I wouldn't want to go outside in now. And so just throw on some tights and you can definitely bring whatever those pieces are into your winter wardrobe. They also just have so many different variations out there. You can go like for the printed ones, you can go for like the Gucci tights. They don't look like they're that warm, but that's an option. There's something I honestly forget about often, so I won't pull out my short stuff, so I just thought I would mention that as well. Also, just for honorable mention, this is not something I personally own, but it is something that I know people use in very, very cold climates, and that would be heat tech. So what heat tech is basically like just clothes that have some type of like insulation in them or heating properties that are just going to keep you more warm than like your average long sleeve. The only place that I know of that has really good ones is Uniqlo. If you guys know of any, like seriously, if you guys know of any other brands that carry good ones, definitely comment them down below, because your girl is gonna have to buy like quite a bit of heat tech very soon. And so yeah, let me know if you guys want to see the stuff that I do get when it comes to that time, because that's gonna be a requirement for me. By the way, if you guys don't watch my vlogs, you're probably super confused, so definitely go check out my vlogs. I'm gonna be making a major move soon to the north, so definitely keep up with the vlogs so that way you know what's going on, because honestly, I can't even begin to tell y'all how much is going on right now. It's crazy. Y'all are just seeing me in front of these clothes, but that is all I have for y'all today. I hope that list was helpful. I definitely know that there's so much more you could wear for winter, but these are just, if you had to take everything else away from me, these are the things that I would want to keep for my winter wardrobe. Please let me know what your #1 top essential would be. I think my top essential for winter is leather, but that is just because of the climate I'm in. I don't require something that's super duper warm. So let me know what your top winter essential is in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.